Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the continuation of Taiko World Cup 2025. The round of 32 weekend moves into its second day with Chile versus Argentina. I am your commentator, vv2412825582, and today joining me in the booth is Bronze Crank. Hello, how you doing?
I am doing pretty good. We got some fun matches set for the second day. We get to see how a lot of our high seeds are going to do. You know, get our first peek at those teams, at those players, the ones that will be kind of deciding and making up the later rounds of this tournament. A good first time for these teams to scout each other out. And we have some time for these lower seeds to try to bring some surprises in as well.
Yep, 100%. Now, we got a very big block of matches today. We believe we have 4 matches over the course of the next couple of hours, and we'll both be here to cover all of the exciting action. But, that being said, we do have some unfavorable matchups here today. Chile, 6th seed in the tournament, did very well in the qualifiers last week. We'll be facing Argentina to kick things off. So, very unbalanced in terms of the team structure, but hey, you never know. Argentina can always bring out a surprise or two every once in a while, as we've seen them in previous years. Yep. I'm excited to see how this roster will go.
It looks like Chile banned out DT2 first off here.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Client messed up.
Yeah, and Hidden 1 is the ban coming out from Argentina. I think that makes a fair bit of sense. I think Argentina, especially on these modded picks, I think doesn't have the player depth to really compete there, so taking out the slow Hidden, pretty solid idea there.
And not just that, I can understand Chile banning Double Time 2. It has been a popular choice in this week. A lot of higher scores. Definitely want to try and give Argentina a little less to work with. So, not surprised there.
Yeah. And fun fact that I found out, Chile and Argentina have never actually faced each other in a Taiko World Cup. They have both participated every year since 2013, but this is their first time meeting each other, despite being, bordering countries.
Yep. And you know what? Now they're going to clash for the very first time in Hidden 2, Tetris. Not to be confused with Tetris.
We're seeing Terayama, Chibamasu, and Yuchi coming in here for Chile. Senshi, Illustrious, and Nothing in for Argentina. That trio for Argentina is likely going to be in for most of the maps here. Although Chile's putting in a couple odd members here to cover Hidden. Ulko and Esconian also really notable players on that team that we will likely see later this match.
So, for the people who are tuning in for the very first time in Taiko World Cup, this is a round of 32 match, so first to 5 victories will do the trick in order to take out the win. Now, of course, just because we're kicking off the bracket, both of these teams are in the winner's bracket, so both will advance next week, but who will stay in the winner's bracket will be determined over the next hour or so.
Yep. And Chile, I think, definitely wants to stay in the winner's bracket here. Definitely favored to as well. They put up one of their best performances in years last Taiko World Cup, and I think they want to repeat that performance here, and I'm excited to see if they're able to. A strong showing here will grant them a lot more confidence as the winner's bracket goes on.
Yep. So, Hidden 2, very fast Hidden pick. It's been a very popular choice. In fact, I think it's even been a popular opening choice relative to all the other matches that we've seen. So, yeah, it's looking exciting.
Ooh, we do see a sub out actually on Argentina. Juan736 coming in instead of Nothing. And looks like that last minute sub out will stand. Not too surprising. But I don't know, if I was gonna say a hidden sub, I was more expecting Tappy than Juan, but if Juan is the sub, Juan is the sub. A little bit of client trouble there, but we are now off into this first map here. I think already we are seeing the issue here for Argentina. We've already found one miss here from Juan, as well as a pretty hefty accuracy drop. And Argentina does have really good players, but like I was mentioning, it's the roster depth of Argentina. When it comes to especially these modded picks, they just might not have that third player to back up two strong scores here.
Yep. So, good start for Chile. So good, in fact, Mucci is the only player holding the double S to kick things off.
It looks like Chiba Masu, I missed that. I think Chiba Masu also found a break there, so not a triple FC for Chile, but despite that, really, really strong accuracies across the board here, including Mucci's double S, which he is going to hold past that first chorus. Illustrious also holding really good accuracy here for Argentina. Senshi did just drop a little bit though, actually dropping below 99 now. And Juan, unfortunately, still not looking super comfortable, especially on these slower sections.
Yeah, and the continuation of Chile leading the map is going to persist into the second last Ki time. In fact, the lead's growing even more tremendously.
Yeah. I mean, Argentina needs something big to happen to one of Chile's players here to cut this lead down, but it's well over 100,000 points, and I'm not sure any of these players on Chile, you know, are breaking any kind of a sweat right now.
Well, I mean, if there's any consolation for Argentina, Illustrious is actually keeping up with the rest of the Chilean team.
Yeah. Senshi as well, still holding that FC despite a couple big accuracy drops. Going to hold that until the end, so a double FC for both teams, but unfortunately Argentina missing a third strong hidden player and just not cracking the same level of accuracy as, oh my god, Chiba, what are you up to?
In fact, Mucci and Illustrious, yeah, Chiba gets 2 100s, 1 miss, not good enough for the top score. Illustrious and Mucci will be sharing MVP of the map with 7 100s each. Very nice work by both of those players.
Yeah, really? I mean, that's a strong score there from the two leading Argentinians. If they're able to find a map where they can get a third player on their team to match that score, I do think they can put up a fight, but it's going to be tough, especially as Chile dipping into this free mod pool now.
And free mod 2 getting selected, again, a very popular opening choice. Now, the rules for free mod in this tournament: players can go with whatever they like. You want to play the map as is with no mod? Go for it. You want to go with hidden by itself or hard rock? Go for it. You want to put both of them together? Oh, yes, you can. But each mod that you do put on adds about 6% to the individual score. And across 3 players, it can stack mod advantages. So have to be a little bit careful. Teams ideally like to stay within 1 mod off the other side.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we are seeing here Uko, Chiba, and Teriyama. I believe Teriyama is Esconyan, I believe. I think just with a name change for the tournament. And Senshi Illustrious nothing in for Argentina. And Chile is really, really strong on the free mods. They put up like a ridiculous triple hidden hard rock score in qualifiers, and I'm kind of expecting them to repeat that here. Argentina, on the other hand, does have some trouble when it comes to these modded plays. You know, they put on hidden hard rock no mod in qualifiers, but if they want any chance of beating Chile, they're gonna have to go harder than that.
All right. So we're going to get started in a moment here.
And here we go. Looks like we're seeing only 2 hidden hard rocks here. Teruyama choosing to stay on just hidden, so 5 mods total for Chile, opposed to 4 mods there for Argentina. Hidden hard rock and illustrious, and hard rock for Senshi and nothing. So that is a mod advantage for Chile, but not as significant a one as maybe tougher maps later on would force these 2 teams to have.
Oh, well, we'll see. I'm actually a little surprised how many mods Argentina is putting on, but let's see. This is good for Argentina. So far, a very fantastic start for all 3 of their players.
Yeah, but Chile still looking so strong here. Both Chiba and Teruyama right at that 99.5 mark. Ulko is still holding an SS with hidden hard rock. Teruyama does find a miss, so that is a combo break. Combo advantage is now in Argentina's favor, but I think it's gonna need to be more than that to make up the score difference the mod advantage gives Chile.
Yeah, it is not enough for one break. That's only to close about 50,000 points. Not gonna happen. But nothing drops the combo, and that score lead is going to suddenly shift in Chile's favor.
Yeah.
Quickly crossing over 50,000 points.
One of their pretty high accuracy players as well, dropping some accuracy there. So now the lead up to around 70,000 points here. Nothing finds another break as well. Teruyama is going to find some breaks here, actually a handful of them on this slow section here. But, I mean, Argentina has so much ground to make up now. Illustrious and Senshi still holding on to those full combos, but there's only so much you can do. Ulko is sitting on 100, 2 100s.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the scores individually, nothing is actually outpacing Teruyama. It's more that Illustrious's accuracy is not high enough relative to Ulko. That's where a lot of the score difference is actually coming from, which is really unfortunate because Illustrious is still doing strong with a full combo, but it's not enough.
Ibamasu and Teruyama both having trouble on that slow section there. Even with hard rock, that section is pretty slow to read with hidden. Teruyama finding another break as well, but the lead's still like 80,000 points. And that accuracy difference is going to make the difference. Chile goes up 2-0 here.
Yeah, definitely good scores from everybody in the field. But Chile edging out the mod advantage to solidify a steady win to lead the match 2-0.
Yeah, oh my god. Ulko's score just absolutely insane, but Senshi and Illustrious as well with pretty nice full combos there. Now back to Argentina's pick. They have a lot of pool to pick from, but when you're at this much of a disadvantage, it is tough to know where to go.
Alright.
Full hard rock pool, full nomad pool.
Yeah, there's a very wide song choice for Argentina. Hidden 2 didn't work out. Do they have a backup?
It's tough to know here. It's tough to say what Argentina is really strong on. They put up a decent DT score, I guess. That's their highest placement in qualifiers. But even that, you know, that's still a pretty big advantage over to Chile. I don't know what there is here to go for, especially because DT2 is taken out. DT1, one of the most difficult maps in the pool. I'm not sure if Argentina wants to risk that. They're gonna go with Nomad 2, so the Nomad tech map here. Very interesting.
Yep, Icon Killer. Definitely, again, another interesting choice for Argentina. Very slow, little tech heavy. Definitely one of the more tougher round of 32 songs that you would find.
Yeah. Do not let the star rating here fool you. 5.5 does not sum up how tricky this map really is. 155 BPM, but lots of, you know, funny 1/6, some funny 1/3 doubles, lots of like weird patterning you have to dig your way through. We are seeing a sub in here for Chile. Kaioshin XS coming in. I think makes a decent amount of sense. They were also the player that subbed in on Nomad 2 in qualifiers, so certainly a kind of tech specialist here.
All right, and we're going into it. Not too much waiting. Very nice to see.
Yeah, both these teams getting right into it. No stalling, no pressure. Just stay in the zone. And you know, if you're Argentina, try to take a point.
And we can already see out the gate. Fair amount of 100s coming in from the Argentinian side.
Yeah.
It goes to show how tough even the beginning of the song is. Just trying to get into the rhythm.
Yeah. I mean, the beginnings can be even harder because, like, you just don't have the rhythm yet. Like, the song's just starting. They're already expecting you to try to, like, suss out in your head, like, okay, how do I hit, like, this 1/6? What is a 1/8 versus a 1/6? How does that feel in my fingers? It's so easy just to get huge accuracy drops at the beginning there. But Chile did avoid that. Kaioshin and Ulko both with really good accuracies, and Terayama also above 99 here. Everyone in Argentina kind of in that 96 to 97 range, still holding on to their combos, but not their accuracies, and that's resulted in this huge score lead already. Here we go into the second half, into the second chorus here. Again, all players still holding combo, and actually the accuracies are patching up a bit here for Argentina. Senshi's still down below 97, but Illustrious and Nothing have pulled up above 98, but Nothing finds a break at the end of that Ki. So now 2 FCs to 1. The lead is going to grow above 100,000 here for Chile. Kyushin's AC has dropped just a little bit down to meet Terayama in the lower half of 99. But Ulko still holding really good accuracy as well. Just 3 super strong plays there from Chile. Nothing did find another break there as well, as did Senshi. So Illustrious the only one holding a full combo here. Oh no.
Was that a last note miss?
I think that
was a last note miss. That is absolutely tragic for Terayama, but the win comfortably in Chilean's side, leading the match 3-0 against Argentina.
Yeah, that just an unfortunate miss. That last note really can be tricky, especially like if you are just breathing a sigh of relief after FCing the rest of the map. But
100%.
Man, look at those accuracies for Chile. So scary here. Illustrious, though, for Argentina did pull off the FC, and Nothing did manage to get above 98 AC in the end. But it is not enough to take down the 6th seed. Now Chile going to have to take this next pick here. Lots of stuff to pick from, and I'm not sure there's anywhere that's really a wrong option here.
Yeah. And, I mean, what's the easiest map to try and convert on? Maybe Hard Rock?
We are seeing the Hard Rock 2 come out here. The funny, fast Hard Rock, 200 BPM, but that scroll speed gets up to 210 to 220 BPM equivalent here. So definitely tricky if you are not a fast Hard Rock player, although certainly these fast Hard Rock picks will get much trickier as the tournament goes on. Again, this might be another one of those picks where Argentina doesn't really have 3 super strong players here. I'm expecting Senshi, Illustrious, and Nothing to stay in here, as we see Chile actually doing a pretty big team swap here. Chibamasu coming back in, Shiny Froki is subbed in on top here, and Terayama is going to be staying in. But Shiny Froki, the first time we are seeing them this match.
Yep. Very exciting to see. Now, this is a longer track, 3 minutes and 2 seconds long. So, definitely a lot of concentration required.
Yeah, it's always tricky when these like tougher mod picks, these tougher reading picks also are some of the longer picks as well. They really kind of make you stretch your muscles there, really test your reading stamina, which I think is an underrated skill set in maps like this.
100%. And here we are. We're going to get started in a moment here.
And here we go, fourth map of the match.
All right. And we get underway. Unlike other songs, the song starts fairly straightforward.
Yep. Gives you a little bit of time to kind of lock into that 200 BPM metronome in your head there. And you do need to be locked into that metronome. OD 8.8 after Hard Rock does make this one of the tougher to hack maps in the pool. Illustrious already finding a little bit of an accuracy drop there at the beginning, although they are quickly recovering. On the other hand, Senshi, Shiny Froakie, and Teruyama all holding SSs through this intro. They are locked in for sure.
Good start for all the players across the board. Can't really say too much. We do have actually a very rapidly dropping number of double S's. Teruyama and Senshi, the last two remaining in the lobby.
Senshi. So it's just Teruyama.
Yep.
But we have yet to see really the hard parts of this map start to come out. And Teruyama does drop the SS here. And here we go into the first PI.
After
all
playing...
6 players. Yeah, all 6 players still holding the FC here. And Argentina still holding good enough accuracy that if Chile finds misses like Shiny Froakie did there, Argentina might be within distance to close that gap. Still 20,000 points in Chile's favor, though.
Yeah, no, I think Chile's just overall more consistent. So they're offsetting the combo deficit, which is why Argentina has to keep it steady. More work needs to be done to catch up in this final third, but the chances are there.
Yeah. Illustrious, I think, is the accuracy deficit here for Argentina. The only player in the lobby below 99 accuracy right now, but Senshi finds a break during this Ki here. Accuracy also dropping down below 99 temporarily, and that might be the chance slipping away for Argentina.
Although, good recovery accuracy-wise, still keeping up with the rest of the lobby. As we get to the final TI time here, but that's a huge deficit to close in. Argentina is going to need a miracle to close this up.
It just looks like Chiba and Teruyama both just so consistent right now. Teruyama does find a couple 100s there, but it is traded by that miss from nothing and from Senshi. Illustrious, the only one holding an FC until the ending here for Argentina. The lead now ballooning almost to 90,000 points and above here. Will Illustrious hold the FC? Yes, they will, but it is nowhere close to enough.
Illustrious brings it home with 40 100s in an FC. Teruyama and Chibamatsu both claiming 10 and 11 100s respectively. Very good work by all three gentlemen as Chile gets to match point.
Yep. Argentina's pick, though, so they have one last chance to find a way to get a point here, or else they will be swept and they will be sent down to the loser's bracket. What will it be? I certainly think Hard Rock's probably not the right choice here. If I had to pick something for them, No Mod 4, No Mod 5, maybe.
Look, I've been properly informed by N-Wolf that no one's going for No Mod 4. I don't know how it was in the last couple of matches because I was asleep, but No Mod 4, at least in the opening stages of the weekend, was not a popular choice despite how close they were. And looks like will continue to not be a popular choice as Elder Dragon Legend is selected instead.
The No Mod 1, I think, is an interesting pick here. It's certainly, you know, the most normal map in the pool. It is a No Mod 1, 210 BPM. You got some streams. You got like that one funny 1/3 section, but for the most part, it's just about holding accuracy and combo for 3.5 minutes on a pretty, you know, standard kind of map. And I think in that sense, it's probably the map that Argentina has like 3 players on that they think can like get really good scores there. So in that sense, it's going more for, let's go for a coin flip and see if Chile finds an uncharacteristic miss or two and hold high enough accuracy to really, you know, come through with something good here.
Oh, well, yeah. No Mod 1, 3 minutes and 26 seconds long. It is a long one.
Yep, the longest map in the pool, aside from Tiebreaker, of course. And the highest star rating map in the pool, aside from Tiebreaker, of course. So, a couple things to consider there. I think certainly the most straightforward map, but, you know, in certain ways the most difficult map just because it's 210 BPM streams you have to deal with.
Yeah. Oh well, the players are ready. Yep. The dragon is laying in the wakes. Who will come out on top? We're about to find out.
Ulko, Shiny Froakie, and Muchi, the trio selected for Chile here. Pretty interesting, Shiny Froakie staying in. But, I mean, I'm sure Chile knows what they are doing far more than I do. They have access to their own score sheets. It really is going to be an accuracy test here. If Argentina wants to take this pick, they're going to have to hold probably 99.5 accuracy on all 3 players to stay, you know, close enough to take advantage of any potential misses that Chile could find.
Yeah. Good start, nonetheless, for Argentina.
U100s there, dropped by Illustrious on that mono though, so small lead here for Chile, but nothing and Senshi holding it down accuracy-wise. Ulko also holding an SS for Chile though, and Shiny Froakie and Muchi definitely not slouching. Here we go, into the first Ki. Nothing actually does find the first miss though. The accuracy still looking strong, but that combo advantage is going to be huge, especially in a map where Argentina wanted to utilize some kind of a combo advantage against Chile. Ulko still holding the SS, Shiny Froakie and Muchi still holding what my guess is like 2 and 3 100 FCs.
Yep. Definitely.
Argentina really in a tough spot here, but the lead is still relatively small, just over 25,000 points here. Senshi still holding really good accuracy, nothing despite that combo break, also holding good accuracy. Illustrious now above 99 again. So, they are in range, but it needs to be a couple misses here from Chile to flip it over, and Chile's looked really, really consistent.
Yeah, now what's really challenging as well, this is a longer map, so the 30,000 score difference that we're seeing is actually a bit bigger than what we've seen from other songs earlier in the matchup. Ulko, oh wait, hang on. Shiny Froakie picking up a miss, but recovering right before the big stream. Definitely a very, very important recovery there.
Oh, Senshi dropped some accuracy earlier on that 1/3 stream and now drops the combo to match Shiny Froakie. Illustrious, the only one left with a full combo on Argentina's side as Senshi finds another miss. Ulko and Muchi still holding on to that combo, both with really good accuracy. One of them with an accuracy so high I cannot say their name for fear of jinxing it.
No, what? No, Olko's got a double S, guys. It's going good.
You have no
See?
fear.
Absolutely fearless. See, don't worry, bro. Olko's got this. In the meanwhile, though,
I've built up a reputation. Watch this. Ulko is holding an SS here up to the 900,000 score mark. Will they be able to finish this map out as Nothing does find another miss in the action here? Illustrious still holding that full combo, as is Muchi. Ulko still holding that 100% accuracy into this ending. These finishers can be tricky, but not to Ulko. Ulko is going to finish it out in SS for Chile's captain. And immediately leaving the lobby. My reputation has failed me. I'm glad it did.
So Olko just, casually scores a double S in No Mod 1. Just leaves and refuses to elaborate. Yep. That's exactly how this match ends. So, Chile with a 5-0 sweep. Argentina unable to avoid the destruction, but nonetheless, we have seen some positive performances from Argentina. Definitely will be able to pull off some competitive scores next week in the loser bracket. But for now, congratulations, Chile, moving on to the round of 16.
Chile will face Russia next round. That should be an exciting match. Russia, the 11th seed. Argentina is going to fall down to the losers bracket, like you said. They will face New Zealand, the 22 seed. So that should be a much more interesting match for them. I am pretty much doubting a sweep there in that case.
So, unfortunately, that is going to be it for now. We will be back in about 90 minutes for the continuation of more matches within the Taiko World Cup. Do not forget, of course, we do have the banners that have been unleashed to the wild. So feel free to purchase your banner for your favorite country or your favorite team that you'd like to support in this year's Taiko World Cup. And then, of course, if you do end up buying for the winning team, you do get to keep it for the full year, I believe. So, always exciting to see. But for now, we will be moving on to China and Brazil, which will be taking place in about 9 minutes from now.
Yep.
So
until then, just hang around, eat some food, play some Osu, and we'll be back.
Yep. We'll be back in 90 minutes as Taiko World Cup 2025, the round of 32 continues.
I can feel